It's the 2nd of December 2025, and I got the Schluter ditra uncoupling membrane on the, what would you even call this, like the little breakfast nook, the stair entry, the half wall. So when I moved into this house, this was one of the first things I did, is I cut this hole in the floor because there was no hole here. This was just floor all the way across there. So I cut the stairs in. I cut a big hole in the floor, and I made the stairs to go down to the basement. And then today I'm just filming and showing that I have the ditra uncoupling membrane, because I always wanted to kind of do something and give it a nice little accent on the top. So I put these little cabinets in. I've never finished them. Put the drawers in, and now I'm getting ready to put tile across here. Right here, this is actually where I cut my wife's foot. I was down in the basement, she was up here, and miscommunication and saws all through the floor, stitches, emergency room, pregnant. Anyway, and she's still with me, so I got a good woman. Now, let me show you this uncoupling membrane. This is it, the little Schluter ditra. It's like 1/8 of an inch thick. This is what you're supposed to put on the floors. You're supposed to put this under your tile. If you put it on a wood floor or a concrete floor, you're supposed to put the uncoupling membrane, because, for example, if your concrete slab cracks, this is supposed to isolate the cracks so that the cracks will stay under and it won't transfer up through your tile floor. Also, if it's on a wood floor, you want to put this down, because if there's any flex or any, fluctuation with the temperature, whatever, all that's supposed to happen underneath, and it's supposed to be so your tile doesn't crack. So whether it really works or not, well, I don't ever want to put tile down and then have it crack and think, well, I was just cheap, or I was just going too fast, and if I would have only done this and I only would have put this down, then it wouldn't have cracked. Now, I don't put a lot of tile down, but the tile I have put down, and I've used this, it hasn't cracked. Okay, so would it crack anyway? I don't know. I don't want to find out. I'd rather just be safe than sorry and put this down. So this is all over the wood, and there was, depending on how I framed this, there was small spaces, because maybe I didn't put the OSB in some places. Maybe I just put lumber together. But now once I put this over it, it goes over all the cracks, okay? And then, like, later I'll come back and I'll trim this off right here. I'll trim that off with a knife so it's flush. I was just waiting for it to dry, and it's dry now, so I can take my finger and try to pull it up, but it won't move. And I use the polymer modified thin set, because when you put this down and you're going directly on wood, the instructions call for polymer modified thin set. Then when I put my tile on top of the ditra membrane, they're calling for the unmodified thin set. So you can look in artificial intelligence, Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever, and they'll tell you why. Or you could just go look at the manufacturer's website and they'll tell you why. Okay, there's a reason why you put the different thin sets. And there's a lot of different thin sets. You can buy the Schluter thin set, but it's super expensive. It's like $40 a bag, so I don't do all that. I just get the $10 thin set or whatever. Okay, and it works fine. I went to the Schluter Ditra, this company, Schluter Ditra. They actually have a workshop. They'll send you to a workshop. It's 2 days. They'll pay for your hotel and free food. You just have to sit in their workshop, and you have to become educated on their product, which to me that was really impressive. They'll wine and dine you for 2 days, and then they'll sit you there and educate you. And so for me, I'm always going to be spending the money. If they're going to take time and invest in me and educate me as a business owner or as a tile installer, then I'm going to use their product. And so if you just go on their website or Google it or put it into IA, see if they still do this, see if you qualify. Really, you just have to have kind of like a business name, or put down that you're an installer, and you can go to their free workshop. So whatever that's worth to you. Next time I'll show how I put the tile on, and then it'll really jazz up this little area. Right now I'm not going to put the tile on the stairs right now. The only thing I'm going to do is just put the tile up on here where I have the underlayment. The reason I'm not going to put the tile on the stairs right at this moment is because, as beautiful as all this turned out, my handiwork here, I still need to do the painting, of course, and I need to fix that light right there where I put it on a three-way switch, so I might end up running a wire through these walls, and then I'll have to repaint anyway. And then plus all this right here, even though I'm getting this ready to rent, it's fine for now. I've gone through and I repainted the walls. If you've been watching the channel, then you've seen my posting for the rental. But at some point this all needs to get torn out, and so that's why I don't want to finish this 100%, because when I tear the ceiling out and everything, I don't want to have the floor completely tiled. So that's just kind of the process and method behind my madness right now. That's why I'm not going to do all of it. So, but I mean, for so many years, seeing all the bare wood here and just knowing that eventually I'm going to put tile on, well, now's the time to actually put the tile on the top of this. So thanks for watching the channel.